This is Paul. Yeah. I was looking at you in the law. Yeah. And they got forgery, but what they also have is how to spot a counterfeit bill. Yes, yes, yes. This is a United States $20 bill. Yeah. You got your Fed Reserve seal and letter. Type of note showing your Fed Reserve note. Yeah. Serial number. Yep. Treasury seal. Yes. And then three types of U.S. paper currency, Federal Reserve notes, and then United States notes, and then the silver certificates. Yes. I just wondered for all the top secret imposters and body doubles that were used to abuse my son's pooch. How did Homeland Security account for all the payments? Did they get a check from Homeland Security? Or did you decide you were going to help yourself to a few $100 million? Now, I know when Jane and Janet were running the operation over there in Homeland Security, it seemed like they would just walk into any old bank and get themselves a pallet of $100 bills and charge it to Homeland Security. But I just wanted to know how much actual cash was paid in your super top secret high security clearance military operation. Now, I know when Homeland Security decided that Heidi had to have body doubles because of all the forgeries and all the shows that were being paid for. I'm just wondering how many hundreds of millions of dollars did they have to have in cash to pay for all the top secret body doubles and imposters of those that have high security clearance. Now I know you get let out of prison. You're a wanted felon. You're probably a mass murderer, a killer, a murderer, whatever you are. I will slap a bitch, okay? And they pay you in $100 bills because a girl has expenses, don't they, Oral Annie? Now I know when you start looking at how much actual currency did Homeland Security help themselves to. Somehow I think that using body doubles that have been abusive to my sons, using forgeries in the Collin County courthouse, and then using large amount of treasury money, often referred to as currency, and not accounting for exactly where did you get all that cash at. Now I know the treasury's always up to date about what is counterfeit and what is not. I mean, a lot of fish, they dislike this whole idea of burning up old money. We could use that. And I had them run through the serial numbers of every dollar that's been issued from the United States Treasury. Just because you're a federal employee and you have one of these top secret clearances that enables you to walk into any prison and say, well, we'd like you to release that person to Homeland Security. We have a use for them, and we can't really tell you about it, but they're in our custody. Yes. And then you issue yourself a couple $100 million to cover the expenses of your top secret military operation. It could be that there's a lot of missing money. There are certain laws about what federal employees can and cannot do. And just because you're a top secret federal employee that thinks, well, I'm going to need a pallet of $100 bills to cover the expenses of this operation. And you kind of just bury it in the overall expenses of a $90 billion agency. You know, 100 million, 200 million. When you're running an agency that's got an annual budget of 90 billion. I had looked at the actual budget of Homeland Security 5 years ago when Janet and Jane were running the operation, and it seemed like they were running through quite a bit of cash. Now, Why don't you tell me how you paid for all the body doubles and all the imposters, and then all of the checks that you paid where they got paid? Well, they paid Social Security. Of course, they paid Social Security. They paid Medicare expenses. Yes, they did. Unemployment insurance. Yep. Did they get benefits? Did they get it in the union? Now, for every federal employee that has paid cash for any person in their top secret military operation, I just want to know, where's all the taxes from all that income?